Viruses challenges our definition of life. Neither dead nor alive. They are simply functional or not. Viruses do not possess the machinery to replicate themselves, yet you can even argue that they are more evolved than us. With each discovery about viruses, we realize there is so much more to learn. So, here is the list of mysterious viruses. Let's get started. Number 10. Black Widow Virus. Scientists have recently discovered a virus containing the gene for black widow poison. The WO virus specifically targets Wolbachia bacteria in arthropods. Letrotoxin kills by poking holes in cell membranes. It is believed that the venom genes allow the WO virus to break through cells and evade the host immune system. This is the first time animal genes have been seen in bacteriophages. Experts hypothesize that the virus picked up the genetic material after breaking out of a Wolbachia bacterium into a black widow cell. However, it is possible the spider stole the gene from the WO virus. Number 9. Infertility Virus. A mysterious virus infection may be the cause of half of unexplained cases of infertility. In 1/4 of infertility cases, roughly 1 in 70 women under the age of 44. Doctors cannot find a cause. An Italian research team discovered that the virus in the herb family is to blame. It causes immune reaction that make the worm inhospitable for an embryo. Customized antiviral treatment could offer help. The team studies 30 mothers and 30 women with unexplained infertility. 30 of the infertile women were infected with HHV6A. None of the mothers had it. This herb variety was discovered over 30 years ago but remains a mystery. HHV6A infection releases estradiol hormone, which triggers ovulation and prepares worm for fertilization. Number 8. Survivor Virus. Scientists have recently unlocked the secret to a virus that can survive boiling acid. The SURF2 virus infects a microbe called Sulfobus islandicus, which lives in the acidic hot spring where temperature top 80 degrees Celsius. Using a Titan Croix electron microscope to examine the specimens in previously unimaginable detail, scientists have unlocked the basic mechanism of resistance to heat, desiccation, and ultraviolet radiation. SURF2 forces genetic material into a protective structure state called A information to survive extreme conditions. The mechanism is remarkably similar to the spores bacteria formed to survive such environments. These spores are known to cause hard to combat diseases like anthrax. Scientists plan on using these survival mechanisms to design a DNA package for gene therapy. Number 7. Multi-component virus. Normal viruses have all their genes in one vital particle. This virus wall attaches to a cell, opens and injects its genetic material inside. The host cell begins replicating the virus. Once enough copies are made, they kill the cell, break free and infect more. The Glycocalyx virus is different. To become infected, a cell needs to be exposed to 4 varieties of packages. A 5th appears optional. Named after the region in Trinidad it originated, Glycocalyx was discovered during a comprehensive study by the US Army medical team to isolate mosquito-borne viruses around the globe. While researchers do not believe Glycocalyx virus can infect mammals, they recently discovered a closely related variety in Uganda's red colobus monkey. Number 6. Human endogenous retrovirus. Roughly 8% of the human genome comes from ancient viruses. Retroviruses reproduce by inserting their genetic material into a host and hijacking its replication machinery. Occasionally, these viruses infect sperm and egg cells. If these cells survive, they go on to create an organism containing the virus DNA in every cell. They are referred to as endogenous retroviruses in humans. The vast majority are considered non-functional fossils. However, a small portion are still intact and can make infectious particles. Despite being millions of years old, the HERVK group of viruses appears capable of replicating. Researchers recently discovered a variant that contains no mutation that would downgrade its function. It is believed that this HERVK remained alive within humans until recently. Scientists are unsure whether the dormant virus could reemerge. There is speculation that HERVK might have been selected for a survival advantage it offered. Number 5. Bourbon Virus. A Kansas farmer recently died from a mysterious pig-borne viral infection. The man's symptoms began with nausea, weakness and diarrhea. Lung and kidney failure followed. Doctors treated him with antibiotics, the standard course of action for pig-borne illness. Nothing worked. After 10 days in the hospital, he was dead. With only one confirmed case, doctors are clueless about the disease full spectrum, or this might be a rare case in which a mild disease becomes deadly. The best defense is to avoid tick contact by wearing long pants, using insect repellent and performing frequent tick checks. Number 4. Siberian Giant Virus. A French research team recently unearthed a 30,000-year-old giant virus from the Siberian permafrost, and it's still infectious. The virus was discovered in a soil sample from 98 feet beneath the ground. It is wider than other giant viruses and large enough to be seen through a standard microscope. The team fished for viruses using amoebas, their target host, at bait. The amoeba starting dying, and researchers discovered they were laden with these ancient giants. Unlike most viruses which attack the nucleus, Siberian sets up. Although Siberian only target amoeba, another giant virus dubbed Paralysis virus recently infected a 11-year-old boy in France. It is possible that dangerous virus also lurk deep underground. More than any other factor, human activities like drilling and mining are likely to unearth these slumbering monsters. Number 3. Deepsea Virus. Researchers are now believe there is more biomass inside the Earth's dark, nutrient-deprived depth than anywhere else. In the ocean depths of California, they recently made the remarkable discovery into a mysterious biomass, a virus that infects methane-eating archaea, a small bacteria-like organism on the ocean floor. Samples were collected from a deep methane seep by pushing tubes into the ocean sediment. Back in the lab, the sediment were fed methane, which triggered archaea growth along with their viral parasite. The virus selectively targets one of its own genes for mutation. So do the archaea. The target of the mutation are the tips of the virus, which come into contact with their host. It is a countermeasure against archaea's own selective mutation defense. This has led to a deep sea arms race. Partial genetic matches between the California deep sea viruses and ones discovered around Norway suggest global distribution. Number 2. Mysterious paralysis. In 2015, a wave of American children suffered from acute flaccid paralysis. The outbreak coincided with the flaring up of another respiratory disease caused by the enterovirus EVD68, a relative of poliovirus. Many suspected a correlation. However, EVD68 is not known for causing systemic problems like paralysis, and it was found in 20% of the cases. A case from Virginia led some to believe that the cause might be from another virus called C105. Because the Virginia case C105 had only been defined in Peru and the Republic of Congo, the disease is associated with respiratory problems. However, a few African cases were linked with paralysis. The C105 theory could explain why 80% of the patients tested negative for EVD68, yet none of the patients were found to have enterovirus in their spinal fluid, which would account for the neurological symptoms. The cause of the outbreak remains a mystery. Number 1. Undiagnosed hemorrhagic fever syndrome. South Sudan is plagued by violence, hunger, and now a mysterious viral outbreak. So far, 10 people have died from Ebola-like symptoms of bleeding, fever, and vomiting. However, Ebola is not the culprit. Doctors have dubbed the disease undiagnosed hemorrhagic fever syndrome. Last year, Darfur in Sudan had 129 fatalities from an unidentified illness. It is not yet known whether they are the same disease. Blood samples for infected patients have revealed a host of viruses, chikungunya and dengue fever. However, none explain the 10 deaths, and none contain Ebola. Most believe this is the virus spread by ticks of mosquitoes, but some are not ruling the possibilities by the bacteria of parasitic origin. So far, there is no evidence to person transmission, and 75% of the victims are under 20. Violent civil war and underdevelopment in the region prevent effective research into a disease origin. We hope you like the video. If you like this video, please share this video and subscribe our channel.